Hi, welcome to the Retirement Railroad. Matinee Modeling Tip of the Day. I'm Steve, and today we're going to look at bringing this thing back to life. Actually, I've talked about it before. I bought this for $25 during one of Caboose Stop Hobbies online sales, and it's an Athearn Blue Box SD45, and runs great in DC. Okay. So I took it apart to look at it. I have another Blue Box SD45 that I've already put a decoder in, so I know how to do it, no issues. So I took this one apart, and like I said, it ran top notch. All right, but this is what I
Knock knock. Who's there? Doe. Doe who? Doe. I've got the wrong address.
The A gal was talking. Anyway, got this apart, and I've already taken the drive links off, so don't worry about that. But if you look, this thing has been remotored and caulked into place. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this motor up. It's actually a good motor. It's a Proto Power West Japanese motor, which is a good motor. But it's not wired very well. And I may simply rewire and leave it this way, or remount it this way. If not, I do have a Genesis SD45 motor to put in it, but this is a dog bone, a hexagonal dog bone motor, and it only comes with one dog bone. Figure that out. Anyway, so I may have to order another dog bone if I put that in. Plus, I have the other yokes. Supply of yokes for the other type of dog bone. So with that, let me change camera views and let you watch the screen. I mean the bench. See if I can cut this motor out of here. Not exactly the mounting job I would have done, but you do what you do. And in the long run, it worked for the previous owner. So, can't knock that too much. Snips on here. Got the motor out. Boy, I'm surprised this thing didn't have big issues. The way this wires on the chassis and such. Definitely not. The chassis is used as one of the leads. Oh. said, this Japanese motor is a good motor. It's just not designed for this frame. And unfortunately, some people simply won't do it the right way. Like I said, in the long run it works. But the way it works does not make it conducive for DCC conversion. Now, the way I've always done the wiring on these blue boxes, I always use the front headlight mount and simply tap the wire onto that. That's always worked well. Where? Errant strands of wiring that don't get them out of here could create issues. And you can see where it's rubbed on this truck frame a lot. If I can get this where they put a screw up through the motor mount, needless to say, I've got to get it out because I have mounts to use for the new motor. We'll save that motor because I'm sure I can make it work in something else if necessary. The motor's in. Now it's just a matter of starting to solder up some of the leads and getting the decoder. It should be here soon. And hooking up a drivetrain. So we can do the drivetrain still. The weird thing is this is only showing one drive. Going this way. Huh. That yoke off. Little shade as press-ons. Pop this off. definitely put some new. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and try to wire some of this up. I've got drill out, and I'm going to try tapping into the metal, the left side or the frame side on the plate there. Okay, and I'm just going to bend this up out of the way temporarily. Drill this iron, get this soldered up. I have it running. Well, I do love it since I put this duplex receptacle in up here. Okay, so the DCC chip is in and it's good, but this gear here is messed up and it's creating a bind on the drivetrain. I may have some extra gears on. I don't know if I have this gear. Doesn't take much in there to foul it. We'll test out the sound. You have sound. Alright, so everything is in here and wired up and working properly. The only issue is with this extra board, it's too tall. So, taking that circuit board out and just hard wiring everything direct to the harness of the decoder. Okay, after a series of errors, everything's working. I do have some programming left to do. There's two sets of headlights. One is the normal headlight function. The other one I have wired into F3, and that lights up the cab and the overhead marker lights, etc., running boards, etc. All right, so I have to get into JMRI and do some changes in there in Decoder Pro. Now, what else did I do wrong? Well, y'all saw how it was remotored by someone else way in the past. It worked DC, but it wasn't going to work for DCC, and there's no way to wire it unless you replace it. So that's what we did. And I got the Genesis drop-in motor for an SD45. All right, and all was fine and dandy, except it said it was for converting ready to roll, ready to RTRs, ready to roll, and it is for newer generation of ready to rolls. This is an old generation ready to roll, and there's not enough clearance to put this decoder on top of their circuit board. All right, and circuit board being this. So I had to remove the circuit board and do hard wiring. And motor control worked fine. Sound worked fine. The lights didn't because I wired the lights wrong. So then I had to come back in and redo the light wiring. And that's done now. Okay? So no big deal. It's all done. It's a mess as far as wires go. It's not my best installation in the world. But I'll put it back together, I'll get it reprogrammed, and then we'll take a look at it on the layout. So that was a how to not do an SD40 Athearn ready to roll SD45 decoder installation. Actually, the process I took was correct. All right. Other than the miswiring of the lights at the end. So the $25 SD45 ended up costing $125. All right. Sound, DCC, all installed, lights, the whole 9 yards. And one of the morals to the story is, don't be afraid to do a decoder installation. I mean, decoders come with wiring instructions. Okay? I just typically didn't pay attention. And if you know how one of a certain model is done, you can replicate that on another. Okay? And with that, hey, I got a like new SD45 with sound Santa Fe locomotive for my long haul manifest freights now. With that, I want to thank you for joining me here at the Retirement Railroad Matinee Modeling Tip of the Day. I'm Steve, and y'all have a great day. Bye now.